And hello, everybody. I am Mark Newstater with eXp Realty, and welcome to another weekly real estate update. It is Thursday. Wow. See, I'm so used to doing it on Thursdays. Of course, we took yesterday off, well, kind of ish, and thought we would do this today, as we some weeks do. And welcome back, Jaden Bax.
Yeah, I obviously didn't know what day it was either because I'm out here in my car, just got away from the pool with my son and got the notification. Oh no, real estate roundup on a Friday. So here I am.
That's right. So we don't do this normally on Fridays, but we are today because yesterday was a holiday, and we wanted to leave yesterday alone and let people enjoy it and do all the remembering that I think we needed to do yesterday, which was good and is healthy. And that's all I'll say about that. So let's get to the stats. What is going on? We were seeing a bit of a decline. The June stats are out, so we're going to share some of that. We're going to share our weekly stats here in a second as well. So let's get right to the weekly stats and show you what happened this past week in Calgary. So here we go. So here are the weekly stats. So let's take a look. Now, the new listings on the market, lowest in a long time. So you can see the decline there from a month ago. We're almost 175, 177 listings down from a month ago. So that's pretty big. So then you're thinking, oh, the market must be down. Well, look at the sales. We're still, we're at 384 sales this past week, 153 pendings for a total of 537. And that net difference now sits at 112. So we seem to be, really now all of the 200 numbers have dropped off in the last 5 weeks here. So we're kind of settled into this, 100 to 125, 126 in terms of that net difference between new listings and then sales and pendings. Our detached listings are actually slightly down from last week, 4, and then our total listings are actually down too. So that's kind of the trend that we saw. So we have the full month of June in there, and now this first couple of days of July. So definitely not something that I'm surprised by. We tend to see things trending downwards, but really it's trending downwards for new listings and total sales. But there's still a lot of activity in the market. So let's now go ahead and show you. Let's show you some stats for June in particular. I'm going to share a tab here. Give me 1 second. I do have the technology. All right, so let's take a look at our daily housing summary. Now, never mind daily. It's not actually daily, but it will give us our picture for June. So these are total sales here. So in the month of June 2021, we had 2,915 total sales. And comparing that to 2 years ago, it's 64% higher. Our new listings were also 32% higher. Active listings total, though, was down 10%. And that's what creates a seller's market. It's supply and demand, obviously, right? We have a data error here with our benchmark price, but I can tell you that overall on the detached side anyway, it was up 13%. Massive jump in pending sales of 271%. Our median was up 5.95, and I don't even dabble in averages because I don't think it's a great way to describe the market. Look at the days on market in June, 34. So that's 38% down from 2 years ago. A massive difference. So houses are selling a lot quicker than they were 2 years ago. So that kind of gives you a bit of an update on June. And just don't have the data on here for this, but I'll just speak a little bit to what the Calgary Real Estate Board said today. So our Calgary housing market is showing signs, as I lose my email here, showing signs of letting up, but our 2,915 units of sales in June was a record high for the month again. It's taking time for supply to catch up with demand, and our months of inventory, and this is another way to tell if we're in a seller's or buyer's market, is 2 months on average. But there are pockets of the city, northwest, north, south, southeast, that are less than 2 months. So that means that we're really in a seller's market in those areas. Our sale to new listing ratio sat at 76% on the detached side. So that means if there are 100 new listings come on the market, 76 of them sold in the month of June. Again, seller's market. Those numbers have been, probably 40%, 50% over the past few years. So that gives you an idea of where we're at. So overall, we're tailing off a little bit, but we're still in a seller's market, especially in certain pockets of the cities. And as I say all the time, please let me know if you want an update on your specific community, because it can vary wildly from, let's call it mahogany, to if you own a condo in downtown Calgary. Obviously, that's an extreme example, but even from community to community inside, let's say, the Southeast or the South, it may change. So please reach out to me if you have any questions on that and an updated market value for your home. All right, that's enough of me talking. Jayden, how about you? What's going on in the mortgage world?
Yeah, I'd say just in terms of rates, same kind of things that we've been seeing for the last little bit here. But what's really interesting is that as you show those stats and you show how things are going down, and it always goes down in July, it goes up to mortgage brokers in July too. And I would suggest that if you're out there and you're thinking about maybe a small purchase, or now's the time to get in touch with your mortgage broker, right? We're a little bit slower, but really now is the best.
We're having some issues with your connection there, Jayden. And now you have totally frozen. So let's just take him off the screen for right now, and then he will join us in a second here. Yeah, so if you're just joining us, thanks for watching. And if you're checking this out live on Facebook, later on Facebook, live on YouTube, later on YouTube, overall, the market is still on the seller side of things, slowing, but not dead by any stretch, not flipped to a buyer's market. If you're looking to sell, there's still a tremendous opportunity here. And if you're looking to buy, I think the reality is you have a little bit more choice, a little bit more selection. I'm personally seeing a few more price reductions pop over my desk for properties that my clients are interested in. So, it's changing a little bit, but I'm still seeing, some multiple offer situations, things like that going on. So again, it's just so dependent on the community that you are in. And I think we've totally lost Jayden now. So, I think what he was making the comment is make sure you talk to your mortgage broker, because we had some audio issues there as well. Get in touch with Jayden, and if you have any questions, certainly reach out to him. Just for one last time, just to see if Jayden comes back or not, I'm going to throw those stats up on the screen for the week, so you can just see what is going on. And I just lost it here for a second. It's a Friday, right? It is a Friday. All right, so let's check out the weekly stats again. So there's our weekly stats. Lowest new listings number in a while, lowest solds in a while. And so what that really means is we're heading into summer in Calgary. This is very normal for this time of year. Our net difference there of 112. As you can see, we've kind of settled in now into the low 100s for net difference. Our total listings are down. Our detached listings are down. Prices were up detached wise in June about 13% year over year, 76% sale to new listing ratio. So that means that again, if we miss that, if there's 100 new listings, 76% of them are sellers, 76 are selling, which is huge, right? And the average days on market was, I believe, 34, and that's an average. So there's going to be, again, situations where homes are selling in a day, 2 days, and then 60 and 70 days, depending on pricing, right? I have a really interesting anecdote that actually Helen Belcastro, who's watching right now, shared with me about pricing your home for multiple offers. So if you like to learn more about that, it's fantastic. It's more on the I guess psychological side of why homes sell in a day versus others that are just slightly overpriced don't. So I'd love to tell you more about that. Just shoot me a message, and I'd love to have a conversation with you about that. So thanks again for watching. Those are the stats. And if you have any questions on your community, please reach out to me, and enjoy this weekend. I hope you're keeping cool. Looks like some cool weather's on the way for Calgary, and we will talk to you next week. Thanks, everybody.